Hi Rosy Ones, this is the full moon rose reading for the 22nd of February 2016, and the full moon is at about 6:19 I think PM here in the UK, and it's very interesting to see what the roses have got as guidance for us for this full moon. So for those of you that have inquired, the rose that's behind me is Rose 3, and she is the joy rose. She is the one that it says, you know, I can be effervescent. I open to that which is joyful in my life. So a very beautiful rose to work with, and I hope she inspires you too through her energy in the readings. I've also got some new rose scarves, both in the squares and the long scarves, that are in the process of being put together for printing right now. So there'll be some new rosy inspiration in the next month or so. And also, I'm really excited to say that I've booked the Chalice Well at Glastonbury for the 16th and 17th of April for a Way of the Rose immersion. This is the way that it's been described for me. And as you know, this work is inspired and guided by a group that are called the Sisterhood of the Rose. And I have become more and more aware as we've moved into 2016 that the counterpart to the Sisterhood of the Rose are indeed the Brotherhood of the Rose. And through many lifetimes and evolutionary cycles, these two energies have incarnated together because there is a richness in the weave of the masculine and feminine. So although when the roses first came through in 2010 for my engagement and for my working with, they said they had come to heal the Magdalene wound. They had come to heal the wounded aspects of the feminine. My understanding is that as that process occurs, so the weave of the inner masculine within us has the opportunity, both in men and women, to come into this place of balance, to come into this place of dynamic, unified field within the heart space. And that then colours our action in the world. So if you feel drawn to come and share this rosy immersion, the full details will be on my website within the next few days. And it really does feel like it's going to be a very powerful couple of days and in such an amazing space. So the gardens at the Chalice Well are stunning. So without further ado, we are going to do a 3-card reading again as we did in the last video. And so I am going to invite you to choose either Rose 1, Rose card 2, or Rose card 3. So just be aware which one sort of jumped or was brighter for you, and we will look at what came forward. So if you chose Rose 1, or Rose card 1, this is the rose that came forward, and she's one of the Rose Angels. She's Rose Angel 5, and she works on the throat. So the offering through this rose is to be really aware of your speech. You know, is there something here that you need to say to somebody that you haven't had the courage or the clarity to say yet? Or there may be an opportunity for you to really be able to share your truth and have the strength and the clarity to really know what is needed to be said in the moment It's like finding yourself in the right place at the right time, speaking to the right person. And it is not now for us to stay silent, but to speak of our truth. And my pranic healing master always said, what comes out of your mouth is more important than what goes in it. That actually always first be kind, but always be able to express from truth. Because if not, we swallow that down inside and it sits within us until it has the opportunity to come forward again. So Rose card 1, she is Rose Bagua 5. So if you chose the card number 2, here is Rose Bagua 9. Now she's asking you to really look at what your the fullness of your expression in the world is. And she could be calling you to step forward and really shine in that pathway that you have chosen, this place of your developed mastery. So this is like the optimum expression of this pathway that you've been on, of finding more and more insight in yourself, but how that relates to your expression in the world. She is a place of culmination. She is a place of the greatest expression. So it's stepping forward into the limelight. So if you have drawn and chosen Rose card 2, this is where your expression is wanting to go, or to look at actually where there may be resistance in order to clear that and step forward into that place of shining radiance and expression of your truth and of your knowledge. So here she is, Rose Bagua 9. And if you chose Rose card 3, we have another Rose Bagua. This is Rose Bagua 1. So this tells me that there are new beginnings, there are new openings that are waiting for you. This is the first step onto a pathway of self-mastery, self-knowledge, and a curiosity as to what has called you, what has been radiant for you, and this new way of expressing yourself. So it's like the Rose 2 card, the second card that was drawn here, is that place of expression out in the world from that process. Rose 3, this card 3, if you've chosen the third card, she is saying there is something new. Even if it's a new way of exploring a pathway that you've already been on, that there are new doors, new ways of looking at where you've already been for perhaps a little while. So that's a really exciting thing, to have the potential of a new way, a new insight into, I guess, the mystery of our lives, really. But nevertheless, a powerful card. So, as I say, card 1 is all about expression, the truth of our expression, the authenticity of our expression. Rose 2 is the fullness, the grandest vision that we may have for our path of mastery. And Rose 3, this place of a new beginning, a new pathway, a new aspect of self and our expression in the world opening up. So I hope that's given you some fresh insight into what can be unfolding for you in this upcoming period. And also to say that if anybody is drawn to come and experience one of the Rose classes, I have got a two new Rose 1 classes, one starting next Sunday here in Cadnam on the 28th, and I'm also taking the Roses up to Stoke-on-Trent and that area in the Midlands as we move into April. So I'm really excited about sharing the Roses in a new arena for you. So I hope that you've enjoyed the reading, and I look forward to sharing more rosiness with you soon. So until then, with much love and rosy blessings.